Are you still there? Hello?
Let's have a kiki.
What are you talking about?
XOXO. News. XOXO. News.
Hola,
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 hola.
hola.
Welcome to XOXO News, Xoxo News in Spanish. We are two guys from Spain talking about Drag Race España, explaining all the references, and we are so excited to be witness of
This is the show.
This is the show. This is the show. This is one of the best shows of Drag Race. But we are so delightful. We are so excited to have witnessed the first Snatch Game. First Spanish Snatch Game. So this is Manu Palmer and
Guerrero Glitter.
and we are going to explain all.
This is the Snatch Game. 7 queens are still battling in the competition, and the producers say, we're gonna give the gays everything they want. And let me tell you, we got it! This was better than Christmas. We had the Reading Challenge, the Snatch Game, on the ball, all in one episode. Sadly, after all of this glory, one queen has to go.
Sashay away.
Okay. We're beginning the episode with the girls coming back after Inti decided to leave the competition. And they talk a little about it. They don't understand it. Puppy said she don't understand the decision of Inti. All of the girls mostly say the same. They respect it, but they don't understand fully the decision of leaving.
Do we understand?
I never understand why. I respect the decision, but I don't understand why. If you go to a show and you know what the show is about, you cannot in the third episode say, "I don't like it. I'm leaving." You can obviously, but
I have to say that these opinions are based on what we have watched on the TV show, but there are a supposed tea that we don't know if this is true or not, that says that Inti's decision has to do with previous things that happened between Inti and Anna Lokin before the show.
In the judging.
Yeah. But we don't have all the tea about it. So I believe in those receipts, but I think you don't believe those receipts.
I believe it. I don't have to not believe, but I believe it. Yes, but I am fully behind the decision. No.
Okay.
The rumor is that Anna was criticizing the skin tone of Inti, and for my point of view, if you are looking for the aesthetic, you cannot criticize the skin color of anyone, but you can say, okay, this color is going to look better on you, better on, it applies for black color, black people, white people. Not every skin tone color goes with every color of the spectrum.
Well, we don't know exactly what were the words that Anna used, but this is like a scene that was edited, was cut out from the episode, and we didn't. Anyone saw that scene, but it's supposed to happen that Anna said something about her skin color, and this happened in the third week, according to Inti's friends. This is the third week in a row that Inti was having a lot of critics by especially Anna. So maybe it's because she wants to justify her decision, but we don't know about it because we didn't watch it in the show. So let's continue.
We love Inti, of course, and we miss her, but this is what it is. Next day, the queens enter in the workroom like a synchronized swimming team, and I love it. They are so stupid. The Vima, she doesn't have it.
Yeah.
But the rest of the girls was so stupid, entering always in the workroom with some kind of joke or shenanigan, you know.
I'm sure this was Puppy's idea.
Obviously, I think so too. They take a little, and Supreme appears reciting Lorca verses. Lorca was a poet, a writer, a theater writer in the 1920s, 1930s.
Yeah. I think he's really worldwide known. I think
he's known outside the Spain, but for the people who doesn't know, the poem who Supreme recites is from him. Like we said, he was a writer and a poet from the 1920s. He was killed.
He was killed in the Civil
War. At the beginning of the Civil War by the right far side.
Yeah. And he's an icon because he was gay. He's a queer icon.
He was accused of that.
And that's why he was killed.
He was accused for homosexuality, being communism. A socialist, communism, and being a Russian spy.
Yeah, all of that.
He was shot.
And no one knows where the body is of one of the greatest writers in Spanish language. So
this is the preview for the reading challenge. Because the point of Lorca talk about the color green, and in Spain, poneros verdes, put someone in green is criticizing. It's like we have green envy too here in Spain too, in Spanish. In English, always, of course, green envy exists. But here we have green envy and put someone on green, like we say. The girls start to reading each other.
The library is open.
La biblioteca
está abierta.
There was some choices. Killer was okay.
About the readings.
About the readings.
Okay.
I think for me was Puppy.
The best.
Yeah. For me was Puppy. Or Dovima. Dovima was very funny.
The best
and
ones,
very surprising.
Yeah, the best ones on the reading challenge were Puppy, Sagittaria, and Dovima. Especially Dovima. She was really funny. I didn't expect that.
Funny.
I didn't expect that at all.
Dovima being very funny with the movie Lo Imposible, The Impossible. Yeah. She refers to Sagittaria with a woman body and a face like Proyecto Hombre. Proyecto Hombre. The translation is Project Men, and it's an association of here in Spain who treats drug addictions since the 80s. So the joke is that she looks like a drug addict.
It's like a rehab association.
Yeah.
Let's just say that. I think Dovima's reading to Sagittaria was the best one. The best one.
Ugacio was funny too with the belt joke. Nobody laughed, but in my house I was laughing. Carmen was okay. Sagittaria was very bland. Arantxa was very bland for my surprise too.
We all expected a lot from Arantxa.
Yeah. When she was put in the spot, she was kind of
when everyone saw her on the Meet the Queens, everyone was like, "Oh my God, she's so cool!" And now this is week 4, I think, and I think people started to realize that Arantxa is cute, but
she needs to mature.
Yeah,
she needs more time to.
Puppy
won the reading challenge.
I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with everything Puppy won.
Yeah.
So she was very happy because she won a set of underwear and bathing suits. Because the speed crew was wearing them, it was like, oh my God, I'm going to look like him. No, I don't think so. But
no, honey.
I had to say,
delusion.
I criticized the pit crew a lot, but this week the brunette guy was, oh my God, was very sexy.
Of course, I mean. They are clones, but they are sexy.
They were not clones. They were not like each other.
No, not this time, but there are a lot of times that they are clones.
And he was smiling a lot in the reading challenge. And I love a guy who smiles.
A guy who has a brain.
I don't need a brain. I have a brain for the two of them. For me and the other.
You do.
I do. So we're going to Puppy 1. So we're going to talk about the Snatch Game.
Woo!
We are very excited.
Yeah.
Because the Snatch Game is an institution of Drag Race. And It talks a lot about the pop culture of the country.
Yeah, you can learn a lot about it.
So the girls start to prepare the Snatch Game, and we had the battle of Cayetanas with Dovima and Killer. the night of the 1,000 Cayetana. Cayetana was a duchess in Spain, and Killer decides to do it, but Dovima decided to do her too.
She is kind of this Cayetana, Duquesa de Alba. It's an icon of the high culture, maybe. I don't know. And maybe you know her because Katia is obsessed.
Katia
with her.
was in her house living for it.
Yeah. Katia was in 2017, I think. She tweeted like, "Oh my God, please, someone do Cayetana de Alba in the Snatch Game." And obviously, no one in the US edition did Cayetana. 4 years later, Drag Race España starts, and we have 2 Cayetanas in the Snatch Game.
I love Dovima when she said, "I'm gonna do Cayetana, and I don't care what the others do."
She was playing the bad character.
No, but this is what she has to do. I
Yeah.
have a character, I'm going to do it, and you want to have to choose between doing another character or doing the same. I don't care.
Yeah.
This is the nerve part, you know? So we are talking before about the guest of the Snatch Game, and we'll talk later about the characters. Samantha Hudson and Kika Lorace. Kika Lorace is a very famous drag queen here in Spain. She's a singer.
I think she's in the same gang than Supreme and Puppy.
Yeah, but she's from Madrid, so she's a sister Supreme sister. And she's very famous because she did a song, Your Boyfriend Have a Grinder. And I think it's very difficult to go out in the gay scene and not hear in the song at least one time of the night.
Well, Kika has more songs.
Yeah, but usually it's the same. Usually it's Grinder, the Grinder song.
Oh, Chueca is great.
Chueca is great. Chueca es genial.
Chueca es genial. Chueca is great with the lyric, not the lyrics, but the music of The Little Mermaid.
She did a lot of parody songs.
Yeah.
She did a lot of that. And she's very funny. And we have Samantha Hudson too.
Samantha Hudson, who is not a drag queen per se. It's a transformist artist. I don't know how to say, because she says that she is not a drag queen. She's like trash. She says that. So
she doesn't want to do drag. But
yeah,
she's doing drag maybe because she plays with the gender, she plays with clothes, with makeup, with the hair, she wears wigs, she doesn't wear wigs.
Yeah, she's kind of genderqueer, but at the same time, she's like an icon for younger generations of queer people. And just because of that, I think that this younger generation doesn't want to be tagged or included in a group, you know? Like, Samantha Hudson is Samantha Hudson.
Doesn't want to be in a box.
That's correct. She is not a drag queen and she's not genderqueer, but she's like something that lives and talks and it's there.
She's very funny. Her humor is based in being natural and being natural funny, you know. She is like an old woman in the body of a young twink, maybe. Not twink, but...
all the gay people are obsessed with her, all the younger gay people, because not only she's funny, but she sings, she has an album, she's releasing songs right now, and also she has a political speech. That is really weird to find in a person like that.
Well, now we live in a moment. If you are gay and you are famous, you have to be a political view because.
But there are a lot of people that is gay.
There are a lot of people
of
not.
Of course.
If you're a cool gay, you have to have a political view.
Yeah.
Okay, we are going to talk about the characters. We are going to explain every character, and later we are going to tell you our opinions about everyone.
So the first one is Carmen.
Carmen doing Dakota.
Dakota. Who is Dakota?
She is a girl from the program Hermano Mayor. Not Big Brother, the reality Big Brother of the
No, not Big Brother.
Not Big Brother like that. Hermano Mayor is another show about problematic teens and younger people. And Dakota was one of them. She was famous for...
She was the most iconic.
For screaming at her mother for waking up and throwing oranges in the kitchen.
Yeah.
She was very
Asking
rude.
her very rude for money.
For money. You owe me money because you destroyed my sweater. What?
Yeah, threatening their parents. And one of the famous threats that she says to her parents, Carmen says it too.
Yeah, she said Carmen too.
To Cayetana, actually.
She's reformed now. She still have a temperament.
She has a nerve. Yes, she has some nerve, but not like threatening people. Not at all.
Puppy was doing Karina.
Puppy's doing Karina. Karina is a singer, a very famous singer here in Spain.
Yeah.
She represented Spain in the Eurovision Song Contest in 1971, I think.
Yeah, 71.
She became second, I think.
She became second with the song En un mundo nuevo, A New World. She was very famous in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. She's still famous now. She was famous in every decade because she's still relevant. In one way or another, she's still relevant.
Yes, she's now like a legend.
She's known to be very sweet, very naive, very soft.
Very
She has
naive.
a very sweet and soft voice. And she's like coming like a Disney movie every time.
Yeah.
With the birds and the squirrels around her.
Do you know? Yeah, totally. She reminds me one of the fairy goddess of the
Sleeping Beauty.
The Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's like one of them.
And she has a voice like that. Puppy was imitating so...
The voice that
very
Puppy,
good.
Puppy did was exactly the same.
We're going to Duquesa de Alba, the Duchess of Alba.
Well, Ugace Urgente did La Mona Lisa. You already know La Mona Lisa.
Yeah, we don't have to talk about the Mona Lisa.
No, we don't have to. Dovima did Cayetana, Duquesa de
Duchess
Alba.
of Alba. The Duchess of Alba is the most titled aristocrat in her time being. Now she's not because she's dead, obviously.
No, but yeah,
she was
really
like 5 times Duchess, 20 times Countess. Luan de Lesseps was found dead in her in New York.
One thing that I loved about Cayetana was that she was more important than the Queen of England.
Yeah.
So if the Queen of England and La Duquesa de Alba meet, the Queen of England has to kneel.
Has to bow.
Yeah.
To bow in front of her.
In front of her.
Yeah.
Because La Duquesa de Alba is more important than the Queen of England. Was more important.
She was very rich.
Yeah.
And very important. But she has a
And
side
rich.
to be more like... She likes to party, she likes to joke. She was a very artsy and support of the arts.
Very baroque.
She has a controversy because she married a 25 younger man. At
She
the
was
time
85
married,
and he was 60.
her sons didn't like him. And
People said that he wanted
she has
her money.
Yeah, she has a distinguished voice too. I'm talking like that because she has a lot of operation in her face and she cannot move her lips. Belén Esteban. Arantxa was doing Belén Esteban,
Oof.
Queen of Memes from Spain. Queen of Memes.
I love the description that someone said last May in Twitter. Belén Esteban appeared on a meme about the Eurovision. I don't know if she was a German girl or an Italian girl that she said, "Oh my God, this is the woman that appeared when someone from Spain cancels you." And I think it's the best description about Belén Esteban. Belén Esteban is a woman who got pregnant in the late 90s, I think, because of a bullfighter.
Yeah.
And she became famous because of that. That's a fact. She was working on TV, she was like very rude speaking, and she was like the princess of the people. She's Our Lady D.
She has a lot of personality too, so sometimes you don't agree with her, but
No.
she has personality and charisma.
Almost every time she talks, she becomes a meme.
Yeah.
There are a lot of GIFs, a lot of videos, there were a lot of vines at her moment about her. So you can imagine. It's like in Brazil they have Gretchen. I think it's her name.
I don't know what it was.
A woman with brown hair.
Oh yeah. I know what.
Greta Cantora, I think.
I know her because the gifts.
The
you
know
memes.
the
I know
gifts.
her.
So in Spain it's Belén Esteban.
Yeah. Killer Queen was doing Isabel Díaz Ayuso,
Oof.
our president of Madrid. We don't like it, but it is what it is too.
gay people are against her because
Well, gay people are against her.
90% of the gay people are against her because she's the leader of Madrid. She's the leader of the right, the Conservative Party.
She's very Trump.
Yes, she's Trump.
She's very Trump.
She's the Spanish Trump.
She
She adopted the speech of Trump.
Yeah. Her view of politics is he's very liberal, she's very conservative, but she do it with a smile. It's the new conservative one.
Yeah, the new leader, like she can look like a fresh look of the politics, but she's not. She has, like we said, the speech of Trump. And she put Madrid in a very risky place last year because of the pandemic. Madrid was the place of all the country that had a lot of cases, the most cases. And right now
we were open,
but people were dying on the hospitals.
More of the other regions of Spain.
So she's not the leader of the party, but she's trying to be. And she has a lot of memes and controversies too that Killer took for her character. We will explain that now.
Encarna, Sagittaria was doing her. Encarnita was known for being viral because her grandfather found a Roman baptistry in Granada, in the south of Spain, and she and her two brothers was the custodians. She was famous because she was very memeable.
Memeable? Memes?
She was like a little bit like a...
There were a lot of memes about her too.
Yeah, she was wearing like a candle. She was dressing like a old Roman. He was wearing a cross. The picture of the grandfather,
Actually, she became famous, she and her brothers, in the early 2000s, I think.
Yeah, in the early 2000s.
So a lot of people know her.
Yeah. She was known too because she was very eager to be on front of the camera every time. Every time the camera pans out and show her sister or her brother was like, no, focus on me. I want to talk. They don't know how to talk. So
yeah, she was charismatic. To be such an old lady, she was very charismatic.
Yeah, she tried to be charismatic.
She tried to be charismatic.
She was charismatic by force.
Yeah, by force.
Okay, the Snatch Game beginning. Ugacio was very funny at first with the face. I was laughing every time she was showing like the smile. She stopped there.
Yeah, the only funny thing that Ugacio did in the Snatch Game was the face.
The makeup. Yeah, the makeup.
The makeup was really good.
The makeup was good.
Face.
Yeah, was very good.
And that's all.
I'm
sorry, Ugacio. We're not going to talk about they.
Carmen was very funny doing Dakota.
Yes.
I didn't understand the judges because she was being her. She was doing her phrases. She was doing it funny. She was, talking about the cañita. In the subtitles, translated like "sit faced." Sit faced is like a kind of drunk, I think, in English. But cañita is not being drunk. Cañita is the glass of beer. When you are going to Spain, you can serve the beer in a small glass, which is called a caña. So cañita.
And she says that because on her program, on Dakota's program, she orders some cañitas to herself and her friends.
She wore the glasses too.
Yes, she stole some glasses from a guy. These kind of things that Dakota did. I think Carmen did a really great impersonation of Dakota because she was doing everything that she was doing, like throwing the oranges to Belén Esteban, scratching the table. Yeah. She was Dakota was scratching the table too because she knew that her mother hated
the way she sit on the chair. She was like ah.
Yeah. So I think Carmen did a really, really good job.
Pupi was Karina 100%.
Totally. It
was very funny too. The shoes.
We weren't watching.
The
Pupi.
Shoes are the roots of the human being. Was what? Was very funny. It was a phrase Karina would say in the real life too.
And I appreciate a lot of that sentence because Pupi write that, I think, before we saw the nipples are the eyes of the face.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, maybe I am wrong, but I think
It's an original joke.
I think it's an original joke because I think Drag Race España was filmed before the Snatch Game of UK was aired. And I think we weren't watching Puppy, we were watching Karina.
We watched Karina. It's the look, the hair, the outfit was Karina 100%.
Yeah, totally. The voice.
The
Oh my God,
voice.
the voice.
It was Karina 100%. I was like shocked. Who's the next? Ugacio. We talk about the Ugacio.
Cayetana.
Cayetana. Dovima. Dovima was doing Cayetana.
I think she
was
should...
fine. I was whelmed. I was not overwhelmed. Underwhelmed.
No.
I was whelmed.
I was well.
She tries, but she wasn't.
She wasn't
funny
bad, but
enough.
I
she
think
wasn't funny enough.
there were a lot of missed opportunities.
Yeah.
But there were a lot of missed opportunities with the next one and the next one.
With Arantxa.
What happened with Arantxa?
What happened?
Yeah. This happens always in the US when someone tries to do Beyonce on the Snatch Game. Beyonce is huge. And Belén Esteban is huge too. It's a really huge character. So
But I don't think that's the same because Beyoncé has not personality, but Belén Esteban has
a lot of personality.
Buckets of personality.
So, yeah, what I'm saying is that or you are Belén Esteban and you are doing perfectly, or you're going to notice that you're doing it bad. Everyone knows Belén Esteban. Everyone knows what are her catchphrases, what are her faces, what are her movements. So if you do Belén Esteban, you have to be perfect. The only thing that Arantxa did was Págame, one of her catchphrases.
but not because she chose Belén Esteban's.
But she could have done a lot of more.
You know,
she could have shown croquetas.
With Ugacio chose a character who was only visual, and he was. If you are not funny, you had to choose someone who has a lot of reference to do. So Belén Esteban, it was a perfect choice for a Snatch Game.
It's a good choice, but you have to be sure about it.
The problem for Arantxa was like she repeat the same phrase 3 times.
Yeah.
She only do 2 jokes of Belén Esteban. Belén Esteban has 1,000 of phrases to use.
Yeah.
She's very easy to imitate. You had to notice when they asked to Kika Lorace about Belén Esteban, and Belén Esteban, Kika Lorace started imitating Belén Esteban better than Arantxa.
That's a problem.
In 2 seconds, was better than Arantxa in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I understand that she was nervous. She was, the inner saboteur she talks about.
But if you have inner saboteur,
it shows.
Yeah, it shows. But if you have an inner saboteur, don't choose Belén Esteban.
I think if Arantxa was in her right mind, she will do Belén Esteban flawlessly.
Killer Queen doing Ayuso.
The thing with Killer doing Ayuso, for me, was better the idea of someone doing Isabel Díaz Ayuso on the Snatch Game than the execution of Killer doing this Isabel Díaz Ayuso.
Thank you very much. I think there were a lot of missed opportunities. Maybe you guys, if you are listening to this podcast outside Spain, you don't know that woman that much. But here in Madrid also, in Spain, it's really known. And I think there were a lot of things that Killer could have used and she didn't.
Yeah.
The only thing that is from Ayuso and it was funny, I think it was the pizza boxes. She was referring something that Ayuso said and did.
Yeah, the pizza joke is because the community of Madrid helps to poor families with the lunch when kids go to school,
Mm-hmm.
In the middle of the pandemic, we didn't have a school, so Isabel Díaz Ayuso, instead of being a good leader, he chose to do a partnership with Telepizza, a pizza chain in Spain, and those kids was eating like
they were 2 months eating pizza
for lunch
every day. Like, it was really unhealthy for kids.
She was trying to defend it because kids love pizza. It was like, yeah, they love pizza.
Yeah, but they're getting sick.
Not every day eating pizza,
There were a study that said that kids who were on that program gained a lot of weight because of the menu, of course. But she didn't care about it. So you can imagine what kind of political leader she is. And yeah, that's the joke that I really love the most about Killer, because she was referring something that Isabel Díaz Ayuso did and said. But the other things, like, I'm going to close this because it's full of facts. Ayuso has supported in her way the
Yeah, but
LGBT community.
she was trying to convey.
She didn't say ever that she hates gay people.
She was trying to convey the two Ayusos, you know, the Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Ayuso is known to be very sweet one time and be very rude another. And she was trying to convey that. For me, she did. But like I said, she wasn't very funny about it.
I think she was funny, but she was not Ayuso. I mean...
Oh, we disagree totally instead.
Yeah, totally. Because I know, I read on Reddit, there were a lot of people that were saying, oh my god, Killer was so funny, she deserved the winning. Yes, she was funny, but she was funny because of herself, not because she was doing Ayuso. I mean, if you don't know Ayuso, you can say, oh, okay, she's funny.
She was more like a monologue, a monologue talk about Isabel Díaz Ayuso.
She moves the neck, she shows some pizzas, she's not Ayuso. I'm sorry.
We had to talk about Sagittaria.
Yeah, Sagittaria is the last one.
Doing Encarnita, she was very ugly. The Encarnita was very ugly too.
Encarnita doesn't have a lot of teeth, so...
She was very funny. Not the funniest. A lot of people say that... Oh my god! What?
I think she was the funniest.
What? Poopy was the funniest.
No, Sagittaria. For me, Sagittaria was the
funniest. Shut up. No. I had to leave it.
Okay, leave my house, bitch.
I quit podcasting. I for me was funny, but not the funniest. For me, Poopy was funnier than Sagittaria. Even Carmen a little.
The accent of Sagittaria was everything. Everything. Like I am obsessed with Encarnita.
When she put out the grandfather picture.
We have to say that the grandfather picture is a picture of Samantha Hudson when...
See, it is?
Yeah, of course. That. There's a picture of Samantha Hudson that she draws herself as a Guardia Civil, a division of the police that is known to be like very archaic. So Samantha Hudson conservative. So Samantha Hudson draws herself as a Guardia Civil, and she posed like that in front of a big flag of Spain. And some people on the internet put that picture in black and white. So Sagittaria printed that photo and in the Snatch Game said that she was her grandparent. Yeah, she was Samantha Hudson.
The Snatch Game end, nobody wins like every time.
Of course.
And the next day, Ugacio is pressed about. He knows. They know.
It's their fault.
Yeah, they know. They know, and they start to attack about her younger brother, and Dovima wasn't having it either.
No.
Dovima was my spirit animal in this time because when they tried to be emotional about it.
It was really forced by the producers.
It was forced is the
really
word.
Forced. So I couldn't believe any of that. Like I didn't feel any empathy.
Yeah, when you are emotional and it comes naturally, obviously I support you and I care about you, but for me it was forced.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was their decision or the producer was like, Ugacio, can you talk about your younger brother a little?
Oh, mama, it was terrible.
They start to prepping. They talk about being drag, being working the night, how they came out of the closet that gay people, that trans people, that no-binary people, and they come out again about being a drag. You know, it's second come out. They expect this program to open a door. People in Spain,
I think it will,
who are not in contact of the drag. You know, RuPaul Drag Race is very famous here in Spain, but it's not the same that it's program in your language, you know.
RuPaul's Drag Race is famous inside the gay community.
The queer community, I know, but now to do a show in drag in Spanish in Spain, it opens a door for a lot of people. Yeah,
I think it will open a door because the first episode aired in the main TV channel of the company. There were a lot of advertising on the streets, so maybe people that wouldn't have access to RuPaul's Drag Race will have access now.
My mother knows about the show. My mother loves the show, and we try to see with her. But you know, she doesn't know English, and she she's not comfortable with the subtitle because she lost the vision and she tried to read and she doesn't like it. And this season we are watching with her, and it's very good because it starts conversations we never had with her. She understands more and more and more about have a gay son. She's in love with Supreme.
Everyone loves Supreme
Because she's very lovable.
On Reddit, there are a lot of people saying, "Oh my God, Ru has to learn a lot of Supreme," and I was like, "Oh my God."
We are talking now about the
Yeah.
Supreme look. I love the look. She's very Las Vegas, Elvis / showgirl.
It's kind of glam rock too. The wig and the jacket.
Okay, well, we can say that. Yeah, we can say that. A toot. We have Bagial. Palmer, talk about Bagial.
Bagial is a singer, a dancehall and trap singer from Spain. She became famous really, really young because she made a cover in Catalan about Work by Rihanna. And she is kind of famous. I think you can...
She was internet famous at first.
Yeah, of course. She was internet famous. She was born on the internet. And you can read some critics on Pitchfork. And I have to say, I'm really pissed about the selection of the song for the lip sync.
Yeah, I didn't like it either.
I mean, Pussy is one of her worst songs. I have to say this. It's one of her worst songs. She has Bobs, Honey. She has Fiebre. She has Jacaranda. She has Alocao. She internationally. She has why? She has Zorra. Zorra is amazing. Yeah. It's like a feminist anthem.
Zorra is like is bitch.
Zorra means bitch. So I don't understand why or who chose Pussy as a... It's not a lip sync song. You cannot show yourself as in the lip sync.
Maybe they didn't have the rights to put another song.
You have a girl there. I mean, I'm on Drag Race España. But
is not the owner of the songs. Maybe.
I mean, she is the singer and the writer of the songs.
Every song is from her.
I think so.
But something is missing.
Yeah. People have told me that maybe she chose Pussy, and I don't understand.
Is her last song Pussy?
No.
I don't understand it. It was not a good lip sync song either. So
no. I love a girl.
We love her.
She's very supporter of the gay community.
Yeah.
Very, very supporter.
She's very drag too, like she said. She considers to do drag too.
She is a Choni.
She's a Choni.
I think the ball was really correct inviting her in this episode.
Maybe they put the ball because obviously I love to have the reading, the snatch game and the ball, but maybe Bad Gyal couldn't come another week. And she was, okay, we are doing the ball this time to Bad Gyal too.
Well, it makes sense because Samantha Hudson is going to be one of the guest judges in next episodes.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. The main account of Drag Race España said that on Twitter. Said every guest judge.
I didn't check my phone today.
Oh my God. They said that like a month and a half before they aired.
I'm sorry. We're going to talk about the balls. There is a lot of looks. So it's 28 looks, I think. Yeah. 21.
Learn some mathematics, bitch.
Yeah, I'm from the arts, you know.
Art.
The first category is Choni category. Choni, what is a Choni? Choni is, they translate it to trashy chicks. A Choni is a woman, a girl who wears, tracksuits, who wear golden earrings. The golden, the better, the bigger, the better. All the jewelry is gold.
I think in England it's called chap.
Yeah.
But the female version of chap.
You know, the eyes with the black hair, paint, heavy makeup, piercings, techno music, flamenco here in Spain. In Spain, it's flamenco and techno.
Yeah, it's both.
It's both.
Best of both worlds.
So, we're going to talk a little about the looks.
Okay.
Carmen, for me, was a toot. Mm-hmm. It was, like she said, it was very trap, Choni.
Yeah.
New Choni.
There are like two generations of Choni. One in the early 2000s,
yeah.
And one now.
The new Choni.
With Rosalia and Bad Gyal aesthetics.
Sagittaria was more like the new Choni. For me, was a toot. For me, was the perfect example of the waitress Choni in the disco.
Yeah.
All of the waitress Choni was like that.
Yeah, totally.
Killer for me was a toot. A very techno Choni 2000s. You know, she talks about the Fabric. Fabric is a techno disco, very famous here in
Very
Madrid.
famous.
A very big industrial disco.
It's in like a huge disco outside Madrid, in like 30 kilometers away, like a mecca.
She wears a mini. A mini is a big glass. Mini is little in Spanish, so it's ironically we call mini.
In Madrid, we call it that because we like ironic things.
Yeah, like I said, it was a toot for me. Arantxa, toot. You remember the tracksuit, the pink tracksuit?
Ah, yeah.
With the ponytails,
okay.
Baby Spice, maybe?
I'm seeing it right now because 21 looks, I mean, I'm old, you know. I can remember anything.
It was fine, it was good.
It reminds me of Britney Spears.
Yeah, it was a mix of Britney Spears.
So I didn't see such a Choni.
For me, Choni is a very forgiving category because a lot of things could be a Choni thing, you know?
Yeah.
And you don't have to do a very elaborate outfit or look to be a Choni.
Arantxa for me, but.
Okay. Dovima was very 2000s Choni. The latex outfit was not Choni at all, but the wig, the glasses, the makeup, the piercings, it was very Choni. 2004.
Yeah, for me it was most techno, you know?
Yeah.
Like the girl you find in the bathroom of this techno discotheque.
Toot?
Toot.
Ugacio for me was a shoot. Was perfect.
I didn't like the makeup.
The makeup is very Choni.
It was very Choni, but at the same time, I think it wasn't good on her.
I don't agree.
It could be Choni, but she wasn't like...
For me, represents perfectly the ugly Choni. When the Chonis they tried to be very beautiful, but sometimes when they wear a lot of makeups, a lot of jewelry, and the hair was like with the gel and
kind of emo too.
Yeah, it was a cross between them. For me, it was perfect. The piercings, the phone. The phone was very Choni. All Chonis was the phone.
The phone was perfect.
I love the look. So you, Toot?
Toot.
Puppy. Okay, Puppy.
Oh, Puppy. A ver.
Puppy is a boot.
Puppy's a boot because it's not a Choni.
I understand the reference. She tried to do a Mariliendre in
She was a Mariliendre, not a Choni.
In Spanish, Mariquita is Fag. And Mariliendre is the girl, the straight girl who is around a lot of gays and
the only friends that she has are gay.
And for me, it's the beginning of why Puppy lost this week.
Yeah. I think Puppy lost because of the
we're going to talk about the executive aggressive category. Carmen for me was a shoot. It was perfect.
Totally.
With the suitcase, with the phone, the hair, those legs.
Did you see the pictures that she uploaded?
It's beautiful.
Oh my God, it's so
beautiful. 90s. Sagittaria was a toot, but it was very simple. She showed her ass, but it was like, okay.
I didn't need to see the ass.
And it didn't suit with the category either.
No.
And the look was try to do a Chanel, but it was a soft toot.
I think the color wasn't right with the category.
Oh, the color! I like the color.
But I don't see the correlation with aggressive. You know, I think it's a soft color, very calm. So
yeah, with aggressive maybe not. Killer for me was a shoot too. I love her.
I feel like she was the villain of a comedy that the main character was a hairdresser. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I felt that.
She was very good with the character and how she sells the character.
Yeah,
she was selling it very good.
It was what we were saying last week with Inti and with Dovima. This week, Killer was selling the character.
Yeah. Arantxa toot. For me was a toot. A very simple toot.
I didn't understand the dog.
Yeah, but the dog is because he was like a post executive. I love the dog. I want that dog.
Yeah, but I don't think you have to show the dog to show that you are aggressive.
I think she knows that her looks was very simple and she needs something more.
I want to like Arantxa a lot because I think she deserves it. She's like a pure soul. But something is missing from me with Arantxa.
Time and money. Dovima for me was a boot. I didn't see executive at all. I see the aggressive, but the executive, why? She wasn't wearing a skirt or pants.
I had to say toot.
For me was.
I love the makeup. I love the teeth. Toot.
For me was a boot.
Ugacio.
At first I didn't understand it, but when she
He's like a shark.
She started to walk. Yeah, I understand there's a reference, but I understand like 10 seconds later. Then she appears.
I think it's one of the easiest concepts that Ugacio has shown by far.
It could be more polished.
Maybe, but we are used to see some things that Ugacio does, and I think this was the easiest, to understand.
Poopy boot.
I was going to say toot.
Poopy's a toot?
I like that.
I like the look. The look is very good, but she's what like Dovima. She's not executive.
She has a jacket.
What executive looks like Poopy? She looks like a riding.
And her thing didn't make any sense, but I don't know.
No, Poopy. I love you, but this is a boot. They talk about the Calle Serrano, the Serrano Street. Serrano Street is
the most expensive
like
one.
Rodeo Drive in Los Angeles, in Beverly Hills. The most expensive street in
all the
Madrid.
country, I think.
Is where all the, Chanel, Yves Saint Laurent, Cartier, whatever. All the big brands are there.
Mm-hmm.
And we had the final category, Marbella.
Jet Set Marbella.
We had to talk about Marbella.
Yeah, because it's a very peculiar look.
Marbella was a town it's still a town in the south of Spain, near Malaga.
Mm-hmm.
At the beginning was a fisherman village, a little village with the beach, and he has a forest around it.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened? Well, the rich people start to go, and now it's
build a lot of buildings and beaches, and
it started in the 60s. In the 60s, when I think some king, I don't know, I don't remember, start to go on holidays there.
Which king?
A German king, or an Austrian king. Yeah.
There were kings in Austria.
Yeah.
In the 60s.
I don't. Well, maybe they're not. They are not in German neither, but they have the title of countess or duchess or something
like Cayetana. Okay.
So they start to come to Marbella and enjoy the beach, the sun, the food, the people there, and they start calling all of the famous and rich people. Sean Connery was there, Liz Taylor, Grace Kelly, all of the princes of kings of Arabia Saudi and stuff.
Yeah, in the 60s it was like a cheaper Monaco.
Yeah, it was like a cheaper
Something like
Monaco. And they start to building things in 70s and 80s. Their parties in 80s and 90s was very heavy promoted.
Really wild parties,
very socialite
and crowded by famous and rich people. So you can imagine how was Marbella.
Now it's they have a lot of problems with President Gil.
Yeah, in the 90s, Jesus Gil became the mayor of Marbella with a very controversial political party because everyone knew that he was stealing money, public money, and no one did a thing. Well, he was president of the Atlético de Madrid, one of the biggest football teams in Spain. And I don't know when, but he was investigated because of this business that he was doing in Marbella.
It was an oasis for the rich people. Because of the weather, because of the food, but because of the liberty of the rich people there. Money pays everything in Marbella.
Yeah. Totally.
Now you come to Marbella, it's not like before, but it's still...
There's a lot of rich people still there
but
living,
still,
and
you go to the port and you see all the big yachts and the good cars and the good stores and the We are starting with Carmen. Carmen for me was a toot.
Toot. Very plastic.
I like her as a blonde.
Yeah.
It suits her too. It was very Gunilla von Bismarck, as she said. It's a countess from Germany who was very famous in the 70s, 80s. She started to come to Marbella, and her parties was like the big event of the summer, He was famous to do a costume party every summer, and she was friends of Liz Taylor. She was invited Grace Kelly to the parties, And she's still partying. She's still a partying girl. So yes, she's still.
Arantxa remind me more to Gunilla than Carmen.
No.
Yeah, because I remember Gunilla like this blonde woman.
But you remember Gunilla from the 90s.
Of course, I remember Gunilla
from the
90s.
70s was Carmen. So, two, like we said. Sagittaria, for me was a 2 too. I am not amused.
Why?
Because for me the look was like similar to the look she wears in the entrance, with the corset in the top, the flowy skirt, but she wasn't wearing anything more. And Marbella girls, more is more in Marbella. We need more bling bling.
Marbella is more, but I think she accomplished the challenge.
It was good, it was good, but it was very simple for Marbella. Killer. I like the final Pokemon evolution of the looks,
True.
I understand that he tried to do a receiving hairline, but I didn't like it. For me was a very soft tooth. The look was...
It's just, I am not so
with
sure
the
about
kaftan.
Killer.
The kaftan is very Marbella too, very beachy, but I don't know. I love the first two looks more than the third look.
But I think that the third look was more on point with the the category.
I don't think so, because Jet Set Marbella, you didn't see in the Jet Set Marbella someone like Killer, like the look of Killer. I don't think so. I expected to be more rich, to be more...
Yeah, it's kind of trash.
It's like kind of trashy. It's more Benidorm.
It's
Marbella.
more Benidorm, yeah.
Benidorm is a place who, when you are rich goes to Marbella, and when you are poor goes to Benidorm. Belén Esteban goes to Benidorm.
Belén Esteban goes to Benidorm.
It's very fast to Benidorm.
But Belén Esteban is rich.
They named Dino when Killer goes out of the stage. Dino was famous because he was the boyfriend. He was a Cuban boyfriend, a Cuban young hot boyfriend of Marujita Diaz.
She was like 70 years old.
Yeah, when
and Dino has 24,
25, 26,
something like that.
Dino now he's a porn actor, a reality contestant. So we going to Arantxa. Mama, this is a boot.
I had to say that this look from Arantxa is the best one she has ever made. I'm sorry.
Anna Looking was saying most the same, and I didn't understand.
It's my opinion.
The look it was a lot of fabric. She was looking bigger than she is. She's not big at all.
I don't mind if she looks bigger. I mean, she looks like Jet Set Marbella.
I don't mind she looks bigger when you try to look bigger, but she didn't want to try. She didn't want to look bigger. But
she doesn't have to look bigger.
The construction of the outfit was like, I didn't like it.
I had to say it.
The fabric was very rigid. You need a flowy fabric to move with your body.
Well, it can be perfect, but I had to say this. And
this is the ball. I want to be perfect. If you are not perfect, you are going home. That's what happened.
Yeah, that's what happened.
For me, was a boot. Dovima, toot. Dovima was very Natia Bascal. Natia Bascal is a model. Now she has like 78. Or 60
or 80
or 70. 80 Natia Bascal, you think?
I think she's really old.
Well, Natia Bascal was a model, a muse from a lot of designers in Spain. and she is very famous to appear very drunk at the parties.
Actually, yeah.
That's why.
Oh, 78 years.
78. That's why Javier Calvo says, me visto, me pinto y pumba, ya estoy. Nadia Pascal has a very famous phrase when she talked to the
media.
Very drunk.
In more than one occasion.
In more than one occasion. But when the journalist asking, how you prepare to go to the events? Oh, I don't prepare at all. I came down to the plane, I paint, I dress, and boom, I am ready. But all of this very drunk, you know?
Yeah.
It was very Nadia Pascal, very 90s, very socialite 90s. Ugacio was a toot for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was not maybe Marbella, but it was socialite.
Yeah.
It was socialite. It was, with the...
And we could understand it, finally! Yay!
The concept of the burnt skin and the tan.
Yeah, Arantxa and they did.
Carmen was wearing it. Arantxa was wearing it. Ugacio
Carmen was orange.
Too. Yeah, but
it's the second time that Carmen is orange.
But it's very common in the socialite of Marbella.
Of course.
It's very tan.
But the burn marks like really characteristic of the northern people that came back to Spain and in the summer. Arantxa and Ugacio, I think they did it really, really well.
Yeah.
It was like a great detail.
The next one was Puppy.
Puppy
for me is a shoot.
I have mixed feelings. I like the looks, but I don't think that she needed to do a reveal. I think she did a reveal because she wanted to impress the judges, because she thought, of course, she knew that she was going to be on the top because of the Snatch Game. And I think she did it because she wanted to win. But she didn't need it.
I think was the perfect way to bring the look of Rappel to Amar, because they didn't expect it. You say, when we had to say Rappel is a fortune teller in Spain, very famous, very famous.
Very famous. He's
if
like
not the most famous fortune teller here.
Rappel, he's like the Spanish Walter Mercado.
He's very known for her kaftans. He was wearing kaftans every time, flowy fabrics, you know.
He's wearing kaftans right now.
Yeah. He was very famous in the 80s and 90s. He works for a lot of famous people in Spain, a lot of important people. Now he's more known to be like Dino, like we say, he's a contestant.
He's not a porn actor at all.
No. He's a contestant of realities, you know, Big Brother, Celebrity Big Brother, and all of the variants. Survivor, yeah, that's that thing. For me, the look was, I was screaming, my mother was screaming, my brother was screaming.
We screamed.
My dog was looking at us like, what the fuck is happening here? Every people who was watching it was screaming.
Yeah.
Because that's why I think Puppy is very clever.
Yeah.
And that's why Puppy chose to do a reveal.
She chose to do a reveal.
She appears,
of course.
If she appeared like Rappel, like, hi, I'm Rappel, it was like, but with the reveal, it's, oh my God, what is this?
Yeah, it's smart, but at the same time, I think she doesn't need it.
I love a reveal.
Yeah, I love a reveal.
I love a good reveal. The before one, that's why I think Puppy lost this week. She shows 4 looks, and I only like one.
Yeah.
and it was Rappel. So Grand Shoe too with the Rappel look. For me, like I said, it was the best look of the night.
I have to say that the before look, before the reveal, the look from Puppy, it reminded me to Berka Serduchka.
Oh, Berka Serduchka!
A thing that I wanted to say.
We're going to talk about the judging.
Mm-hmm.
Like we said, I don't understand the critiques for Carmen. They say that she could do more. Obviously, everyone could do more, but for me, it was not perfect, but was very good.
Carmen should have been in the top.
Carmen should be in the top, yeah.
My 2 cents.
They said that Sagittaria was funny, and for me, was not so funny. Palmer thinks other third.
I think it was the funniest. I think she was the funniest.
And I love to see Killer be embraced by the judges and
Yeah.
show more personality. At this moment, Killer was like being almost in the middle, disappearing.
She was safe.
She was safe.
Safe, and suddenly she wins. She deserves it, of course, but this week there were better.
Arantxa talks about her inner saboteur.
Mm-hmm.
She has one too.
And in that moment, we know that she's going to home.
I understand her completely. It's a pity. It's a pity that she was froze in the Snatch Game, and she shows.
Yeah,
she shows to be froze. They talk about Dovima being so funny, and for me was not very funny doing Cayetana. Like we said, was fine, and that's it.
Yeah, she was like normal.
We're going to talk first about Ugacio.
Okay.
The critics about Ugacio.
The Snatch Game was...
I agreed.
Of course,
I agreed.
yeah.
The Snatch Game
She
was...
deserves the bottom.
Yeah. Poopy. I understand the thing that they say. They say that Poopy... the thing with Poopy is looks... everything she do looks so effortless. So easy. And this is a talent.
Yeah.
When you do something and you're doing good and you're doing like so easy, it's because you have a lot of work behind you, a lot of experience behind you,
and talent,
and it shows. Poopy knows what she do, and she knows. I think Poopy is the kind of professional that she knows what something is doing good and something when something is doing bad. She has a lot of experience working with the public, with live situations. So
totally.
This is adamantium for an artist, you know, working live every night in a lot of places. It prepares you for a war. This is the war. Supreme says that they have the best contestant of the world.
It's a great cast.
It's a great cast.
I don't know if it's the best of the world.
I think like we said before a lot of times, is a very charismatic group.
The casting is really well made. The Snatch Game, I think, I didn't expect to be that good.
Yeah.
I expect to be more messy.
It was very funny.
It was very funny. Maybe this casting of Drag Race España could be very close to the casting of UK Season 2.
Yeah. The thing that we are learning with that is the less production interfere with the contestants, the better we are.
Yeah, better the season. Yeah.
Dovima was safe.
Take a note, Rue.
Dovima was safe. We didn't agree. Sagittaria, for me, has to be safe.
No.
Because the looks was very bland, the three of them. And for me, the Snatch Game, like I said, it was, okay, what do you want to be safe if not Dovima? And Carmen and Poopy, for me, was the best one of the Snatch Game.
Killer should have been safe. Carmen, Sagittaria, and Poopy top. And Dovima, Ugacio, and Arantxa bottom.
Let's continue. What we're talking about? Oh, the untagged version. Dovima can be bothered being safe. The girls came back. They talk about who is being on the bottom. Carmen was thinking that she is going to be lip sync. I was like, why? And she started to feel like she's going down and down and down and down.
She started really strong in this competition.
But for me, she's still very strong, and the judges keep putting in the bottom. The last week was the same. For me, it makes me angry to see Carmen feels defeated because the judges cannot judge. You know? They all think that Poopy is the winner, and for me, it was like, Poopy, you're not going to win with those looks,
honey.
At the end, Killer was the winner of the week.
Yeah, I didn't expect that.
I didn't expect either, but I don't mind it. I am happy for Killer, so
yeah, I was like kind of pissed at the beginning, but later thinking about it, I thought I really love the cast. I don't mind who wins and who gets eliminated. You know,
it's the third week in a row that Poopy lost a challenge and came like second.
I think that's a good thing.
She's proving herself.
Yeah, and
To
I
be a
think
force to be reckoned with.
she is a force to be reckoned,
with.
and I think she's going to get to the final.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure if she doesn't get to the final, I'm going to be shook.
There are going to be riots in Sueca.
Yeah.
The lip sync.
Well, we were expecting that.
Arantxa and Ugacio
yes.
goes to the lip sync. They lip sync to Pussy. We didn't like the song.
No. One thing that I really like that Bagyal was encouraging them.
Yeah, obviously. If not, we will be like...
Yeah, but I don't know. That's a thing that you don't usually see on RuPaul's Drag Race.
But I think it's
UK.
the natural thing to do, no? When you are hearing your
It
song.
should be, of course. But hey, relax. This is a song when you have to feel empowered. Okay, I like Bagyal.
The way they record the lip sync, I don't like it. They try to show her crotch, the crotch of Arantxa and Ugacio a lot.
Their pussy.
And it was like, show me all of the body. I don't know what the food are doing this.
And a lot of time showing the judges. The judges'
Yeah,
faces.
I don't want to see judges.
Of course, I want to see them.
Show me Bagyal, and that's it. 2 times in the song. That's it. I don't need more. Arantxa was finally chopped.
I think it was her time,
I
and
think it was
Ugacio
her
did a
time.
better lip sync.
Yeah, for me, I think the same.
It was not a great
For
lip
me,
sync.
Ugacio deserves another chance.
Yeah.
Another chance. Arantxa has a lot of change in the 4th episode. It has a lot of change. And like she said, she wasn't ready. She prefers to another friend of the show doing better than her. She was very funny in the exit.
Oh my God,
pushing
yeah.
things,
Yeah, throwing it all
screaming,
away.
"Ah!"
And writing in the mirror, you have to clean this mess, bitches. Oh my God, she was really funny.
We're having the best exits of the history of the show. The best well grew entrance and stuff.
The Macarena's exit was really great too.
Oh my God, yes. Like we say, Arantxa going to the win. We have 6 girls in the competition. And the next week is an acting challenge.
Another week of an acting challenge.
Week of an acting challenge.
This will be the week that Puppy wins, maybe?
I hope so. It seemed the perfect challenge for Puppy.
She's going to be a teacher?
Yeah. Seems the perfect choice for Puppy too. So let's see. Let's hope.
Let's hope how they do on
like we say, this is a Puppy Stan podcast.
Yeah, this is a Puppy Poison.
We love everyone, but Puppy, we love a funny queen.
I have to say that all the Twitter in Spain, Twitter fans and gay people are like rooting for Puppy. Like,
now they are rooting
for her.
Now they are
at the
rooting
beginning
for
they were
Puppy.
rooting for Arantxa, and now they are rooting for Puppy, and I am so glad about it. So this is it. This has been the Snatch Game episode. I don't know if you had to say anything more.
No.
Okay.
I'm happy.
Are you happy? You do.
I do. I'm very happy. And
So
we
this is it.
expect that you love this podcast.
We hope that you love the episode of Drag Race España. We hope that you understand everything because of these 2 guys explaining everything. I know we have some fans. People from United States has listened to us.
We had a lot of fans from the United States.
United States, United Kingdom, Sweden, Mexico, Ukraine.
We love to receive your messages, so we are very happy about it. Keep coming, please.
Please. You can rate our
keep
podcast.
saying us good things and keep saying us. Obviously, we have said the constructive criticisms. No,
What the fuck are you trying to say?
Constructive criticism.
Very good. Yay. So just to be informed, we have also a new episode of RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars, this time in Spanish because our English is not that good. Let's be honest. So
we're trying.
So we are going to comment all the episodes of Drag Race All Stars Season 6 in Spanish.
We had them Meet the Queens already out.
We have them Meet the Queens. If you want to learn some Spanish, or if you know how to speak Spanish, you can listen to us. We hope that you enjoyed this episode and we hope to be heard, in the next week. So please follow us, share this episode with all your friends.
We have a Twitter and Instagram too.
Yeah.
We have a YouTube channel too.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for listening. Be safe. Enjoy the Pride Month. Be gay, be queer, be everything.
Be lesbian. Be trans. Be whatever you want.
Thank you. Bye.
See ya. Bye.